In this video, we're gonna build our own custom vision board app without any coding needed. You can build beautiful custom vision boards, you can export them, and you can store them in one organized place. And inside the same app, you can also store your notes and plans related to these visions. Because we don't want to just look at beautiful images, we want to make them our life. Now, let's get started. I've done planning and we have our prompts ready. It will require some extra debugging as always, but we'll go together step by step. We will be using Base44 to build our vision board. It's currently my favorite vibe coding tool because it's super easy and intuitive to use, and I've built some cute apps with it already. You can find a link to Base44 in the description. They offer a free starter plan, so you can get started without any credit cards, payments. You can just make an account with email and password and build with me during this tutorial. You have 5 prompts per day for free, so you can just get started and test. The link is in the description and you can find also all the prompts I'm using. Let's get started with the first prompt. This is gonna build the full structure, functionality, and architecture of our app. You can pause the video and read it through to see all the details. We will just copy paste it now and get our app building started. We have our first draft of the app. So we have first the vision page where all the ready boards will be visible. And then here we build the boards. And here we plan the steps to make the dream come our reality in the future. Before we start testing, let's give Base44 a couple more prompts. The next prompt will make sure the app is gonna save all the files correctly, because when I was doing the testing, there was a lot of errors related to this. So we're just gonna make sure it works. Now Base is saying that all these issues are fixed. Now we're first just gonna build. So we have the full infrastructure ready. Go ahead and copy paste the prompt number 3. This is again another backend prompt that will focus on that all the buttons work correctly and all the behavior in the background. So go ahead and copy paste that as well. And let's put our AI agent back to work. Prompt 3, check. All 5 fixes are applied cleanly. Now let's get to the exciting part, the visual aesthetics. I used Claude to make this prompt. I wanted this calm aesthetic style. If you disagree, for example, go to Claude or ChatGPT first. Describe what kind of style you want and ask it to make a prompt for you for Base44. If you want to follow my style, go ahead and copy paste it, and we're gonna change the looks. Okay. The text is a bit too light for my taste, but that's okay. Everything is fixable. It looks clean, minimalistic, what I looked for. Then we have the 5th prompt, which is final polish. So we just want to make sure that all the final visual polishes are done before we go to the testing. So go ahead and send the final prompt. And our final polish is done. All right, so now let's test the app. Create your first board. My board name will be 2026 goals. And then you can have a description if you want. Click next. Here you will choose the shape of your board. And this is important because if you do this on mobile, by the way, we have a mobile view here. You can also build it entirely to mobile only if you want. We're first building in a desktop view, but you can make a portrait version, you can make a square, or you can make a landscape board. I will do the square first, and here you can choose the grid you want. I like the featured square. Oh, this one will be fun because you can have so many images there. It's gonna look beautiful. I will try the featured square first, and here you upload all the images. Let's build our first board. One thing that is missing, I can see, is you cannot position the images. This is important to fix, and we'll do that right now. Here I can explain a bit how I do my prompting. So I use Whisperflow. It basically converts your speaking to text. It also does a lot of like autocorrection. So it understands you and it converts it into a clean text that you can just copy paste wherever you want. I use this all the time. Another app I use is Claude. My current favorite general AI tool. It's very logical, very smart. So I tell Claude what kind of prompt I need for Base, and it will make me the prompt. Here is our 6th prompt ready. We paste it to Base and we are ready to go. Go ahead and send our pan to crop feature should be ready. So let's test again. This is normal. It doesn't work yet. And now we just tell base that drag to reposition does not work yet. Fix it. And please make sure it works across all the layouts, all the images that we're uploading. And we are back. This is part of the work. You get the reward after you have that discipline and a little bit of persistence to push through. I can already see it's working. I love Shibas. We have a Shiba at home. That's always going to be part of my mood. Let's click next and you can add text. This doesn't work correctly. And now we go back to Claude. So we fix the text box to be better. So go ahead and copy paste the 7 prompt to base. And then we test if the fix went through. Okay, it's the 5th step, which is text. We click add text. If we double click it, we can write. We can move it around. We can change the font. We have cute font options. We have these different font sizes and we can change the color as well. Yeah, the text layout works. Now we still have one more problem, which is that the final board is very distorted. So we'll fix that next. I also asked Claude to add an opportunity to delete the board because we did not have that yet. Now let's see if the images are less distorted, but here it looks good. Let's export it and it looks good. Now we can delete our board here as well and edit. Let's see if we make new board. Let's see what happens when we have 2 boards. Did not go through. That is the next thing to fix. Now we have our prompt to fix the multi-board. Let's do that. Nice. Now we have these different board options here. Now let's publish our app and see how it looks like actually in the web browser. Then we can do all the fine tuning as we see how it looks like when we actually use the tool. The publish button is here on the top right. You can make a public ad with login, without login, and then you can make a private app with login. We'll start with the private app. We'll hit publish. And we are live. Now we just copy paste the URL and we log in with the same email and password we used for the Base44 account. And we are here. Our board is live. Let's see. Let's start creating. Here we have this one bug. When we're in the step 6 with our board and we have this text, it looks different than what it looked in the step 5. Here we set it in the middle, but when we go to step 6, it distorts. But when we save the board, it's again where it should be. So it's a bug in the 6th step. And here is the 11th prompt I used to fix this text bug. One more small tweak. Let's fix this make it happen page. Let's make this image bigger. So go ahead and copy paste the 12th prompt to make the images bigger. This was our final adjustment today. We already have a beautiful app. This is endlessly customizable. You can make every detail as you want it just by speaking. That's the fun part. You can be a perfectionist. You can make every teeny tiny detail as you want it. Now that we made some more changes, we'll publish again. And this is how our customized vision board looks like right now. On the first page, on the vision page, we have all the boards we made and we can export them as images. So we can save it, make it a wallpaper, or print it out if we want to. And then in the build page, we make new boards as we've already done many times. And then we have this planning page. And this is where you actually make these visions come true. We don't want to look at these beautiful images only. We want to make it our life. I want to double my income. I need to focus more. I know that is my biggest obstacle, getting distracted during my work days. So I will write down during work days, no phone, and no multitasking. That's one thing. Second, I want to travel to tropical destinations, do research on tropical places. My format is checklist. And when I've done all the tests, we get a little celebration moment. But you can also make this as a journal. You can ask Base to change this page into a journal format if that's better for you. And that's the beauty of it. Everything is customizable. You will make this app yours. And we are done for the day. We have a beautiful, ready, working app. If you didn't follow along, now it's your turn. You can find the link to Base44 and the prompts I use in the description below. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of vision board apps you're building. I can't wait to hear. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!